Alright.
Alright. Next conversation.
We're gonna have to edit that part out. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So, I saw you brought a movie.
Yeah.
Freddy versus Jason. So, what's your take on that?
I felt like that was one of the better versus movies.
Really?
Yeah, because in certain other movies that should have been made, like Dracula vs. Frankenstein, the only movie that was made called Dracula vs. Frankenstein that they fought was independent, and it sucked. Okay. King Kong vs. Godzilla, that was one of the better ones too. But this one, it was made in the 2000s, okay? And so it had that production that the movies needed. And they didn't just fight once, they fought multiple times in different elements, not just in the dream world or the real world, but both.
Right, right.
And plus, in this fight, anybody could have won. And they both had advantages in their different spots.
Good point, good point.
Yeah.
See, I what I don't like is that it ends in practically a draw. I swear to God.
It isn't a draw because nobody won.
That's the thing. If you're gonna do a versus, you always gotta have somebody better than the other.
Well, the truth is, Freddy was going to win.
How so?
Freddy had the guy about to be killed, but those children interfered. You see? They woke Jason up and he pulled Freddy out. He was about to kill him. So Jason would have lost the fight. And Freddy would have won victorious and he would have taken over Elm Street. But of course they had to add those stupid kids in there to ruin him.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, but then they always perceive Freddy as some godlike figure, like, oh.
Well, he was that at first, but Jason wasn't, because remember in the first movie, Jason wasn't even alive.
Right.
And then he didn't even have that hockey mask until the third movie.
Right.
Yeah. And then eventually, in Chapter 4, they were supposed to kill him off for good, but then they made it all the way to Jason X, where he was in space.
Good point. The thing about that is that
it has the same problem as the Halloween saga.
I'm not much of a fan of Freddy or Jason type thing. I mean, I like the Freddy movies. Don't get me wrong. I like the Jason movies. Don't get me wrong.
You gotta admit something. They're way better than the Halloween movies.
Yeah, good point. I mean, but try looking at some of the horror movies that made it very far.
Like how far are you talking?
I'm talking like people still today talk about it, like It the Clown.
I fucking hate that movie. I saw a couple scenes of it, and I just fucking had nightmares.
So, a lot of people hate clowns since that movie, and I can understand it.
Well, you can say the same thing about Jaws. Jaws ruined people to go in the water, you know?
Sometimes.
Well, no, when the movie first came out, people were afraid to go in the water after that, you know?
Yeah.
And just like
sharks.
There were other movies, like certain movies where people were afraid to answer the phone, like Scream. That made you get caller ID, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, Scream, okay. The thing about Scream is, that fucker was scary. Okay? I'll be honest with you, I don't find the movie scary, I find the idea scary. I mean, if somebody calls you up, and it's like, I want to play a game, and you're like...
Okay, that sounds more like Saw than Scream.
No. Because the way he does it is he's like...
He's talking to him on the phone,
We're going to play a game about the horror films. And when you get an answer wrong, the fucker dies. And you're like, I got the answer right. And you're still killing him? You dick.
No. She got it wrong because the question was Jason the killer and everything. He was like, well, then you should know it was Jason's mother that did it.
Yeah.
In the first Scream.
Yeah.
I didn't like Scream either. I thought it was kind of a decent slasher movie, but
I mean,
wasn't that great.
I mean, what I love about him is his idea of how to play with people. That's just fucking fun.
Wes Craven just makes some of the best movies.
I mean, personally, I'm a Stephen King fan.
Yeah.
I mean, you pull up Children of the Corn. That's a good one. And plus,
okay, wait.
I'll give you some background on that.
I watched it.
No. But the farm that it was on, you won't believe this, but that's my uncle's farm.
Really?
Yeah. You asked my mom about it, dude. I was like, no way, bullshit. She was like, no, for real. That's actually your Uncle John's farm. I was like, oh shit.
Wow.
And like that's what really got me. I was like, I didn't believe it at first, but it turns out it really was. So I was like, oh shit. So like that actually kind of gave me a new perspective on it.
I mean, Children of the Corn. Okay, first of all, it was scary in its own time, but it didn't have much nowadays because it's really boring. I mean, I have the remake of it, and the remake is way more entertaining than the original. And then it got raped into a franchise with 5 other films.
Okay, what about The Shining?
Okay, that movie is still scary today, okay? And nobody can deny it that.
I can't deny that. Jack Nicholson played a fucking excellent job.
Yeah, and that's one of the most remembered slasher flicks or psychotic psycho in the head films of all time.
Yeah.
I kind of really didn't know what to call it, you know what I mean?
I mean, it was more of a schizophrenic, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah, but then you watch the end of the movie and you're like, what the hell? Because it shows the picture.
Yeah. And then you're just like, wow, dude, that was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, you just have to stop, take that moment, like, that was really fucking good.
I know.
Or even that one, not Bates Motel, but
Psycho.
no, the one where the chick breaks the guy's legs with a sledgehammer.
Misery.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't care for Misery.
Dude, that one was fucking creepy, dude. Imagine, okay, I've had a stalker before, and I ended up dating her for about, like, a long time. But the thing is what if she kidnapped me and broke my legs like that, dude? I'd be pissed! I mean, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'll forgive you later. No!
Dude, no. I think that's everybody's reaction, not just yours, okay? Let's just change that movie, okay? What about Child's Play?
Child's Play.
That movie basically was good, but then it kind of
downfall.
It kind of became more comedy than serious flick.
I mean,
it has 5 films, you know.
Yeah.
Child's Play 1 through 3, and then it has the
Chucky Seed
and the Bride of Chucky.
Yeah.
Those two go more for laughs.
Yeah, I mean, Chucky, he was creepy at first, but then when it started going comedy, it just...
Let me tell you something. They could have done Child's Play a lot better if they had made it to look more like the kid was actually crazy. Because there was so much explanation to Chucky, you know?
Throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, because in the beginning, you see he's transferring into the doll.
Yeah.
In the middle, they explain him. And then in the third you see the doctor who actually taught him how to do it. They explained the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
So what I think they should have done is, like, they shouldn't have talked about that. They should have done it, like, later in the film, like, could have come on the news. But all these murders were happening when the kid got the doll, so you wouldn't know that it was really Chucky, but you thought it was the kid killing everybody.
Yeah.
Good
point.
That could have been, like, made it a way more suspenseful movie. You'd be like, is this kid out of his mind? Kind of like in Psycho.
Yeah. Psycho was... It was alright.
Dude, it was a game changer.
Alright. What is your take on Saw?
Saw. I really liked it, okay? I'm not kidding. I'm not judging you or anything. I liked all the movies because they wrapped themselves up so good.
Really?
Yes. Because the movies 1 through 3 tried to kill them off. And they did in the third movie. And then they're like, in the third movie it kind of set up for a new movie.
Personally, I'm not a Saw fan.
Really?
I think it's just gory bullshit.
Well, it became gory bullshit. But, okay, look. The first, like, 3 Saw movies were good. Okay? Because they set him up and then they killed him. And then the 4th movie, they said he had more games. So I could accept that. But then,
5.
yeah. And then 5, 6, and 7 came out. And I was like...
And 10.
Well, there's no 10.
I know. I'm exaggerating. But you get what I mean.
Yeah.
They just never fucking ended it correctly. I mean, honestly...
Well, they never ended Halloween correctly either.
Well, fuck. I mean, that's the thing. They have to continue it and continue. You're just like...
Because the fans want more of it.
Just like
Halloween. Halloween was meant to be a different thing
they
each
create
movie, you know what I mean?
fan-based ones. Don't keep adding on to it.
Well, no, they didn't. They kept going because they wanted to end it once and for all. It was like there was a little bit more to explain. And they set it up to be more of a cop drama, I guess, near the end. Because Jigsaw was gone. You know, they just brought him back in the flashbacks.
I mean... I'm still not a fan, though. I'll be honest with you. I'm still not a fan.
I did like Dead Silence in The Collector, though. That was another one they did. You ever seen Dead Silence?
Not the one with the puppets.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That one was good to me. It kind of felt like an old horror movie.
I'm personally with horror films. I'm more of a person that likes that supernatural jump in. You know, like what was that one movie? Devil. That's a good one.
Devil.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Dude, that fucking twisted me, dude. I like.
Really? Was that with M. Night Shyamalan behind the camera?
Yeah. I mean, the thing was, everybody like I went with a couple of chicks with me,
Mhm.
and they always thought it was the black guy. I was like, you fucking racist bastards. I was like, am I the only guy that does not suspect him? I'm like, the old lady sprayed his ass with mace. I think that's racist enough. I mean, come on. And then, like, people were suspecting the one guy in the suit, and I'm like, you're just going from guy to guy, the guy.
Because honestly, I was kind of expecting it to be the innocent woman who got her back scratched. Because good think of it, she's the one who got hurt. She's the one who's been suspecting everybody, and she's the one who's been the most protected. So it could have been her.
Yeah.
I thought it was really gonna be her, and then in the theaters, when that old woman got up, I was like, holy shit,
I
no
know.
way.
She's all, oh wait, no, that's a spoiler alert right there. So, I'm like, oh fuck you.
Because honestly, I went to see that movie with a friend, and after that we got into the elevator, going up into the borders, and then the elevator stopped for a second. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, wait,
and then
we're talking about Chance?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm like, no. Well, I'm not gonna get into that.
Yeah.
But the deal with that is have you watched Insidious?
Yes, I like that one.
Okay, yeah, that one was good.
It had a creepy feel to it, the whole thing.
I know. What about the baby monitor in that, dude? That shit creeped me out.
It kind of felt like Paranormal Activity when they were doing that, though.
No, the I want it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like Paranormal Activity.
I don't know, because Paranormal Activity is more like, that was more direct, and Paranormal Activity is more like beating around the bush to get to that direct suspense.
Well, that's what those types of movies were made for.
Yeah, but that movie was more beating around the bush, or was more like direct than beating around the bush. I mean, with the whole I want it now. I'm like, oh Jesus, fuck, run, motherfucker, run!
The first time I saw the movie, I actually bought the DVD. I took it home. I watched it like at 11 at night, and I watched the movie from beginning to end. I'm like, holy shit,
dude! I watched it with Mark in the theaters. Mark was like, please don't laugh. It's gonna make me feel bad because he knows that I love scary movies and I laugh at some shit. And then throughout, like, first part of the movie, I'm like, piano fell on the kid, haha, and it's like, no, actually he fell. I was like, damn it, I was hoping a fucking piano fell.
Yeah.
No, and then it's like the baby monitor. He was like, oh, Tom, I saw you jump. I was like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then, like, later into the whole movie, when it got to, spoiler alert, when it got to the point of where the guy was chasing that old lady up the stairs, we were in the theater, and I was yelling at the screen. I was like, don't you fucking go up those stairs, you motherfucker! And Mark was like, Tomo! I'm like, you motherfucker, don't do it! And people were all looking at me, and I'm like, oh, sorry.
So you're the black guy in the theater.
I know!
You filled your stereotype perfect. Congratulations.
I know, it was like, you motherfucker, don't you do it!
It could have been more racist if you were on your phone. No, man, I can talk. What up, Jay?
I mean, and Mark was like, he was laughing his ass off because I dropped, like, and he counted it. He said that there was over 10, I dropped 10 words of fuck throughout that whole damn thing. Don't you fucking go up those stairs, you mother... Yeah, it was like, it was like, holy hell, dude. But other than that, throughout the Paranormal Activities, what's your take on that?
I think we gotta cut that into another time, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Damn shame.
Don't worry. Next one, we might...
Whatever we're talking about, it don't matter. It's just our average conversation.
Yeah. So, peace.